from here, you go over there having fun. What do I get from it?
Satisfaction of.
The satisfaction of what? Tell me.
You're the father. You tell me.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. That's the only thing that I hope you become successful and make fortune and have mirrors with the golden frame, this and that, and that the rich man take care of me.
Is it like this all the time?
When he's running, yeah, because the unit is up there. So what was the date last night? What you accomplished? Okay. Don't feel bad, son. I had so many of those dates.
It was a good evening. It was good.
That's, I told you, I said, you go and enjoy it. That's it. Oh boy, yes. There's, so,
Oh, really? What is the point of fatherhood?
it's enjoyment, okay? Let's see, I enjoy having with both of you. Both. You were normal kids. Really never problems. Never compared to other kids around. You are angels, both of you. You know that Nicole is teaching too now?
What's she teaching?
She is substitute teacher.
Of what?
I didn't ask.
Do you know what grades?
I didn't ask her because I was busy doing some other stuff.
How's that look?
Oh, I had the same picture with you when you were a baby, but I was much younger and
Me
much
too.
better looking. I had almost the same picture with you and with me and your brother. Oh, at that time you were such a small, and you didn't have glasses. And you didn't have hair on your face.
This year's gonna be so awesome, I think.
What time they want to come here to pick you up?
Like 10 or 11. They said leaving around 10, so they'd probably be here around 11.
Or if they want it, they can meet us somewhere in between.
That'd probably be better for them. Like, what time do you...
Because here they get lost.
Yeah.
What we can do, we can go to a store early in the morning, spend about 1 hour over there, then we go to International House of Pancake or somewhere, have breakfast and walk around somewhere until they come.
where do you think would be a good point for them? Like right after they leave wherever they're at, to like pick me up.
Any place that they want, that's fine.
Okay.
Because from Harry Hines to Tollway, it can be a Tollway and
Well, we should decide something
635.
really easy for them.
Tollway and 635.
What's right there?
Then which section, whatever they want.
Well, they don't
Tollway.
know Dallas, so it'd be me telling them I should call them soon.
Tollway and 635. Hold on, let me think. You're coming south, right?
Yeah.
Tollway, 635, or Tollway and Royal Lane. And they're going past there. We stop in a place where they will.
Well, we have to figure that out.
Do they have cell phone?
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy. When we stop, probably they go on Tollway South, exit Royal Lane. There's not that much traffic. They will find out what time they will be there. When you call them with the cell phone, we know where it is. I don't know the exactly. Or Royal Lane or Walnut Hill, or there's so many exits.
I could turn off the air conditioning and ask you some questions and get some of the stuff done with this. What's one of the good stories that you tell me?
About what, sir?
Iran.
This is a long time ago, really. I don't have that much. I don't remember that much. It's so many years ago. Almost 29 years ago. It's a long time. So what kind of, what do you want to know?
It's easier to ask other people. I've already asked you these questions before, so it's
What they told you?
same stuff. The guy said that the guy who's the engineer, he said that 90% of the Iranians in America have the same situation that you have.
Yes,
They
yeah.
went through the same thing.
But we talked about it the other day, yeah. And some people, they came here, they started to make good money and they lost it. There is a guy who's working for me now. He used to make $1,300, sometimes more a week. He lost all of them. Poor investment, spending for this and that. But America is a good country. You can survive. A lot of them, they make it. If you have a little money and use your brain, you will make it. What other people they told you? One story that touched your heart.
I don't know. I've already asked these questions like 5,000 times. It's weird with the camera on. I guess describe growing up in Iran, and we'll start from there. That's
Tell me, what do you mean?
like just simple things you remember about growing up.
Oh, growing up, it was a very simple. We didn't have that much luxury items, but we had a loving, caring family.
So how does that compare and contrast to what you see in America?
The contrast, people really that the main issue, divorce is not that common. And really, when you look at the percentage, is so low. And family, they are so close to each other, so connected, and really that mom and dad, they take care of kids are so good. Whatever they do, really, that's for the children. Oh, there are some exceptions, but it's not that normal. Overall, it's a very family oriented. All the brothers and sisters are so connected and close to each other. You don't see that much here. That, oh, you see it, but not that much. Or so much divorce or kids, they spend the weekend with dad, Monday through Friday with mom, or vice versa. Is not there. Wives, regardless of what position they have, they respect their husband so much.
What parts of the culture and just life over there do you think have transferred from there to here with you, or what has been lost, do you think?
Religious part of it is almost lost. I was not that religious to begin with, but parenthood is still the same, okay? To be a good person is still the same. Nothing has changed. But when you come here, you look at different world, okay? You are not that narrow-minded that everything around you is just religion, religion, religion. You go beyond that. Freedom of expression is much proof.
Telephone's ringing. He's ringing. Hello? Yo. Sorry.
What happened to his truck?
They got rid of it. Trying to think of what would be good for this part. I'm trying to think about the best way to put this together. It was funny, the guy was talking about how Iranians are really successful. He's like, always like the second from the top is like, you'll find like an Iranian. And then I'm like, why is it never at the top? And it was just kind of interesting because he brought up how you can be successful to a certain point because it's still
They're minority.
a minority. So, and then the other guy at the TV station said that Iranians they don't really have a community. Like there's not really an Iranian community. It's a bunch of Iranians who achieve independently but don't really work well with
As
others.
a team, yeah. They're not team players.
Why are they not team players, do you think?
Why they're not team players? I don't know, because they have different opinions, they have different culture. The partnership is not in Iranian or in Middle Eastern culture.
But like throughout all of history,
Overall, when you look at it, all of people, they have, let's say, a small shop, okay, one owner. Or if it's a bigger shop, is a father and son. Or father and son and son-in-law, something like that. is not really as a group. They are not good except it comes to political there.
Yeah, it just
They
seems.
can get together against a regime very fast.
So do you think that that's a problem? Like during the time of the revolution, a bunch of like there's a lot of Iranians over here that they could have worked well together to try to improve their image or speak in one voice as opposed to
That's it.
having people
Hmm.
like try to be quiet and not be offensive. Like how was it?
They were different groups. Some people, like a bunch of them, they were, here in America, they were silent majority. Then there were a bunch of them, they were activists. They were communists or pro-communists or socialists and religious. But overall, most of Iranian people are or they are small groups. You go to Kamal House, we are a small group. We are there almost all the time. Every year is, or somebody else's house is the same thing. They're different groups. They're not one
So there's no like big pool.
group,
Yeah.
pool of Iranian people that they're have a big voice.
But is that like a traditionally Iranian thing, like going all the way back, or is that like as a result of the things that have been going on, they don't want to be
No,
too loud? They
that is
don't want to.
that is a cultural. That's a very we are not big group people like. Except when it comes to the religion, you go to the mosque, you go as a group. Most of the Iranian mosque is full all the time.
What do you think are the big misconceptions that other people have about Iranians?
Oh, mass media has a lot to do with it. They portray everybody as a terrorist. Everybody is against America. That's not true.
Are there any stereotypes you think that are true about Iranians?
Iranians or Middle Eastern or nobody is really against American people. Nobody is against you. Nobody is against John. Nobody really. They don't know what they are against. They're against American policy toward region. These are totally different things. But whatever they do, it turns against the poor American people too. Those people that they were killed on September 11, they were innocent people like you. They have nothing to do with the situation in Iraq or Afghanistan or Saudi Arabia. Innocent people.
Do
They,
you feel the pressures increase on Iranians more so now than during the time of the revolution in America? Like, is there a bigger concern, or
I didn't feel nothing. It was the same thing that was 20 years ago. It was the same thing that was 30 years ago.
how do Iranian women differ from American women?
What sense?
Just overall, just broad generalization.
They are more dedicated to their family. They sacrifice so much for their family. Really, that when they get married, they get married. It's like traditional, any country that you go, Islam or Christianity.